Hey y'all, this is Mrs Sizemore. I am going to be your math and science teacher for 6th grade this year. I just wanted to make a quick little video to introduce myself to you so that you know what I look like and who I am. And we're going to go over some of the expectations a little bit of how this school year is going to look like, or what this school year is going to look like. So let me pull up my little Google slide I've made here. All right, well, welcome to 6th grade. This is your last year in elementary school. I will be teaching math and science, as I said. There's my Bitmoji. She's kind of covered up by the real me. And I think she's kind of cute and looks like me. Y'all have to let me know if you agree with me or not. I know that this year isn't starting out normal for any of us, but we're going to make the most of it, and I'm here for you. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I want to see you all succeed, so please reach out to me anytime that you have questions, concerns, you're struggling. I want to make sure that you have a good year despite the circumstances. Again, I'm going to be teaching the math and science. Miss Neely's moved up to 6th grade with me. She will be your reading and social studies teacher. And we're both excited to get the year started. It doesn't look like what any of us had hoped it would, but we're going to make the most of it, the best of it, and hopefully maybe at some point we might return to in-person learning. None of us really know right now, but we're going to roll with it, and the show must go on. All right, a little bit about me. I went to South Laurel High School. It's in Laurel County. I graduated in 2002. I went straight on and went to EKU, and I graduated with my elementary education degree in 2007. And my first teaching job was actually as a math intervention teacher at Camp Middle School, and I did that for about 3 years, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math. And it was not actually through the Knox County Board. It was a position through Berea College on a grant called Promise Neighborhood. And you all may have heard about Promise Neighborhood. We have Promise Neighborhood people here at our school as well. So that's kind of how I got my start. And then last year, I came to Girdler and taught 2nd grade. And now, of course, I've moved up to 6th grade this year. And I'm very excited about that. And my family, I am married. We have 3 children between us. My stepson, he's grown, so he doesn't live with us anymore. But I have a 15-year-old son named Preston. He just started high school at South Laurel High School. And I have an 8-year-old daughter named Rayleigh, and she goes to Hunter Hills. Favorite things to do. I love to travel, especially to the beach. Love the beach. It's like my favorite place. And I like spending time with my family. I love chocolate, and my husband's the Hershey man. He does all the convenience stores around here, so that's a plus because I get free candy. And I like to craft and decorate. I don't have a whole lot of spare time to do that, but I do like to enjoy doing that when I can. And fall is my favorite season. And then here's a couple pictures of my family in case you're curious what they look like. These are actually some fall pictures that we had done last year. So down here, there's me, my husband, Robert, and then my son, Preston, and my daughter, Rayleigh. And then here, it looks like they love each other so much, but I'm sure you can relate if you have brothers and sisters. They don't always get along. They like to fight a whole lot. So some of my favorite things, I love going to the beach, like I mentioned. So here are some pictures from places that I have been this year. Over here's the lighthouse. It's called Cape Lookout. It's actually on an island called Harker's Island. You can only get there by ferry, and it's on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. We had went to Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, and that's where we went one day, was over to that island where the lighthouse was. It was really neat. Over here was another picture that we took while we were at Atlantic Beach. It's just really beautiful. And then I like going to explore or adventures. So I love bridges and just neat looking historical things. And so over here is a bridge down at the Cumberland Gap in the city. If you go down there, there's a walking trail. And on it are a couple covered bridges, which are really neat. And if you keep walking, there's actually a tunnel, and there's a picture of the tunnel. It's all brick that you can walk through. So my family and I, we do that probably once a year. It's a neat little place. And then, of course, a lot of you probably recognize this. There's the Artemis Bridge. I love bridges. And then here's a picture from where we went to Miramar Beach, which is basically Destin, Florida. I'd never been to the Gulf side. None of us had. And it has the most beautiful white sand and the prettiest water that I have ever seen. Definitely will go back. And then here is me in a tunnel. When the corona happened, we really couldn't get out and about and do things. So one of the things my family and I did was go down hiking trails. And this one was in Pine Mountain State Park, and it was really neat. It had like a couple of different bridges that you walked across, and then it had this natural tunnel that you walked through. So I love to travel, and I love to do it with my family. All right, communication. I will be available here at school, as teachers have to come even though you're not, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I won't be here at school until 5, probably 8 to 3, but I will be available until 5 o'clock. So anytime after 5, I'm probably not going to answer you until the next morning, okay? Anything that your parents or you send on the weekend, I'm not going to answer it until Mondays. You can contact me in several different ways. I've got my school email listed here. You can call during school hours. You can call the school, and then you can ask them to send you through to me. You can also contact me on the Class Dojo, which you'll learn how to join that and sign up for that. And then through the Google Classroom, okay? The Google Classroom, you can go on there underneath like the assignment and shoot me a private message if you just want me to see it, or you can comment as a class comment. Just make sure that your comments are appropriate. And I do communicate very quickly. So when you say something to me or ask me a question, you'll probably hear back from me fairly fast, okay, unless something really big or something important's come up. I've always been a quick, good communicator. So, and that's very important when we're doing this learning at home, okay? So I plan to make that a priority. So if you all have questions or concerns or you need something clarified, I'll be able to get back to you real quick. All right. All the teachers are also going to be doing Google Meets. We're not going to use Zoom. We're going to use Google Meet. And you're not required to attend all these, but it's highly recommended that you do, okay? This will allow you time to ask me any questions over the material for the week, and then also give me an opportunity to discuss and maybe cover some of the content for math and science for that week as well during our Google Meets. Right here, I've got my Google Meet times listed. So we'll be doing Mondays and Wednesdays. On Mondays, it will be 10:30 to 11:30. Okay, so a little bit earlier. And then Wednesdays will be later. It'll be 2:30 to 3:30. Okay, so I would encourage you to hop on at those times if you can. Miss Neely will be doing hers on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We try to stagger it out to where you all could join every Google Meet if you wanted to, so that they didn't overlap. And these times are pretty much set in stone. I can tell you the first week of school that we will have an additional Google Meet on the first day, which is Tuesday, I believe, just so that we can kind of do a meet and greet. I can get to know you all. I can kind of introduce you to the 6th grade math and science a little bit, and you'll know the expectations. So that's me in a nutshell. Welcome to 6th grade. We're going to make the most of this year, and I'm really excited to get started, and I look forward to working with you all and getting to know you all.